sweet caramel. Okay. Okay. Should I just start all the way over? Welcome to another episode. I'm Mia.
And I'm Jeff, and today we're in Carlsbad, California at Burgeon Beer Company. Now, I heard about this place from all the beer festivals I've been to over the last couple years, and the beers that I've tried from them were extremely impressive. Mia is a fan of the hazy beers, and these guys do hazy beers right, so I figured why not check them out. So Mia, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's have some beer. Alright guys, get ready because here comes your history lesson on Burgeon Beer Company. This brewery was started by three guys, Anthony, Matthew, and Derek. All three friends that live here in the San Diego area. They were all extremely passionate about craft beer, and with some really great crowdfunding, generous family, and some serious determination, they opened Burgeon Beer Company. Now, after being open a few years, this is a very common name in San Diego. They've done several collaborations with some of my favorite SoCal breweries, and their beers are just overall fantastic. So I'm extremely excited to try them out. Now, really interesting fact, I had no idea what Burgeon meant. But on their website they actually define it for you. It basically means to grow or to flourish rapidly. Their logo is like one of my favorite brewery logos ever. It looks like a glass, like a pint of beer with roots growing out of it. I love their passion. They're all extremely passionate about nature, and you can see that in what they do. And just the tasting room alone, there's trees in here and plants and beautiful wood sculptures. It's really awesome. So without further ado, let's get to drinking. Alright, so full disclosure, last night I had a bottle share at my house. Me and I are both recovering from a hangover. So the idea of drinking beer in the middle of the day is not too exciting. However, this actually does sound exciting. This is Pistol. This is a Pilsner that rings in at 5.2%, and I like the name of Pistol because it reminds me of our friend Pete, who is a fellow craft beer nerd, and makes me really happy. And Pilsner actually sounds quite refreshing to start the day with, so I'm glad it's not an Imperial Pilsner. So let's dig in. Cheers. It's light, crisp. It's actually got like a nice yeasty character to it. I think they use lagering yeast in this. It's actually quite bitter, believe it or not. But the actual body itself is super light and crisp. This is so much better than the big beer that everyone goes and buys in mass quantities. This is like a quality Pilsner, and it's one of those beers where, you know, I think it's 4.2%. You could drink a lot of these. Nice way to start the day.
Right, the beer that I have here is called Projimo, and it is a 4.4 take on a Mexican style lager. So it's supposed to be really light, really crisp, which it looks that way so far. So let's see what we got. Super light on the aroma. You're not getting too much, but I mean, there's something there, but just a very soft lightness. You know what, that is nice. I mean, it has a little bit of a kick. Maybe it's that Mexican style that's in there.
It's injected with Mexican style.
It injected it in some Mexican style. I don't know what that means. But it gives it a little more flavor is what I'm getting at than your basic lager. It's nice. It has a kind of interesting body. It has, I wouldn't say it's spicy. Let me see. Let me take another sipperoo. I don't know, just a bright body, and then it has that breadiness on the end. It's good. It is very light, very crushable. If it's a hot day, this is something you want to grab for. It's getting warmed up outside, so this would be something that you would want to drink today.
All right, guys, so the next beer up is a hazy one. This is Juiceland. This is a hazy IPA, bringing in at 6.5%, and it's brewed with cashmere, Simcoe, and Mosaic. Yep, brewed with cashmere, Simcoe, and Mosaic. Anyways, I love this brewery for their hazy beers. That's mostly what I've had from them, so I'm sure this is not going to disappoint, and a name like Juiceland has got me really excited, so let's dig in. Cheers. Juiceland is a very appropriate name for this beer. Wow. The mouthfeel is light and silky. You get some nice sweetness coming off of those malts, and it just really pumps up the flavor of those hops. I'm getting mostly cashmere. I get a little bit of that like Simcoe finish on it, but the majority of this is just straight up juice. I mean, it literally tastes like fruit juice. Passion fruit, dragon fruit, pomegranate, that kind of stuff is going on in here. The nice thing that I like is that finish, that like Simcoe finish. It's bitter, but it doesn't linger too long. There are some hazy beers out there where it's just really resinous and it sticks on your tongue. This is something where it'll stick just long enough for you to want another sip. This is delicious.
Okay, the next beer up that I have is called Pearl. It is it's a brown ale, and it comes in at 4.7. Has a nice brown color, as it should. It says it in the name. You're getting sweetness on the nose, that caramel, that sweet caramel. Okay. Okay. Should I just start all the way over?
Keep going.
Okay. Has that caramel malty sweet aroma, so let's see what the body tastes like. It's pretty light as far as a brown ale would go. It's not like super thick. It's not a red ale, it's a brown ale, so maybe that's the difference there. But the end, it's kind of like a roasted malt. I wonder if Jeff can pick up on this and confirm what my palate is picking up. But it's nice. It's pretty light. So I feel like I could have a couple of those and not feel weighed down. Let's see, Jeff's tasting it. You get that, like that roasted? Yeah. It's like a burnt malt. Yeah, it's nice, but it's light.
With the nuttiness.
Yeah, there is the nuttiness in there. Pretty de-slacing there. It's nice, I like it.
Well, ladies and gents, I'm not drinking a hazy beer. This next one up is a milk stout. It's called Moo Moo Farm. It is 4%, and yeah, it's a milk stout with coffee, I believe. And it's on nitro. That's right. You can tell because it's got that nice creamy head. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. But yeah, I'm stoked to try this. I didn't have enough coffee this morning, so I guess this will be round 2. Oh yeah, great like roasted coffee aroma, like a milky, like sweet milk aroma, and a little bit of chocolate too. Oh. Oh my God. All right, guys, it's official. Burgeon is not a one-trick pony. They can make some solid beers. This milk stout is just absolutely fantastic. It's everything that you want in it. The nitro just really creates a nice, smooth, velvety texture. Plays really well with the coffee, the chocolate, the lactose sugar. That lactose is giving you like a really nice sweet finish. It's not overly sweet, like you're not drinking a sugar drink, and you're still picking up those roasted chocolate malts from the actual stout itself. So it's just like a nice blend of all those flavors coming together, and it's just so well balanced, like across the board. Wow, I honestly thought I was gonna come here and try all the IPAs and just be blown away by those, and everything else would be kind of meh. This is probably the most impressive thing I've had all day. This is, wow, this is fantastic.
Okay, my next beer is called Canopy Tour. It is a pale ale coming in at 6%. It's an unfiltered West Coast hoppy pale ale, which, see that a little bit? It's not super crisp and clear, so let's see what's going on. Not getting too much on the aroma. It's pretty light. I'm not really getting anything, to be honest, so let's see if the body has anything going on.
That body is back.
It's very light, but it finishes with some breadiness. Now that I have more room in the glass, I'm getting a little bit more aroma. It's a little citrusy. It's nice. It's very, very light though.
It says excessively hopped with Simcoe Citra.
I'm getting some pininess now that I've let it breathe a little bit, get moving in the glass. It's super light. I mean, it's a decent drink. It kind of builds up on your palate a little bit. Maybe it's the hops that are in there might be building a little bit, but it's nice. It's not as crisp and light and refreshing as the Mexican style lager I had. I know they're different styles, but this would still be something that I would go to on a hot day like today.
All right, guys, it's collabo time. This next beer that I'm reviewing is called San Diego Staple. This is a American style IPA. It's dry hopped with a ton of stuff. I'm just gonna read it off to you. Simcoe Cryo, Mosaic, Centennial, and El Dorado hops. I mean, wow, that's a lot. A West Coast double dry hopped. I feel like I haven't had anything like that in a while. I think it's really cool that this is a collaboration with Wild Barrel. They're actually not too far from here. They're another brewery that we really want to visit. But anytime I have an opportunity to try a beer made by two awesome breweries, like, I have to go for it. So anyways, San Diego Staple 7% IPA. Looks beautiful. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh. Wow. Wow. Burgeon, you have my heart. This is, wow. Oh my God. So, I don't know about you all, but when I was a kid, I loved eating cereal every morning. I can't imagine why, maybe because it's chock full of sugar. But my favorite cereal was Fruity Pebbles. I kid you not. The hops mixing together in this beer tastes like straight up Fruity Pebbles. It is still a true West Coast beer. It's got a nice piney bitter finish. It's crisp, it's clean, it's bright, but damn, oh my God. You really are picking up like the El Dorado on the aroma, but the flavor is just like, just a basket of straight up fruit, man. Fruity Pebbles all the way. That's the only way I can describe it. Oh, 7% too. Super crushable, super crushable. This kind of makes me think that maybe the haze craze is dying out a little bit because it's taking everything that people love out of these hazy IPAs and putting it into a traditional West Coast style beer. I mean, this thing is clear. There is a little bit of like chill going on, but I mean, it's a pretty clear beer. And it's getting all the notes that you would want out of a hazy beer. It's absolutely delightful. I would love this with my Fruity Pebbles every morning.
My next beer is called Treevana and is an IPA coming in at 7.2%. And it has Mosaic and Amarillo hops in it. So, let's see what's going on. I'm getting some sweetness on the nose. Maybe some melon or something a little fruity. That is a nice, soft body. It has a nice finish. It's not too hoppy on the back end. If you're not super into IPAs because of that bitterness, this is actually pretty nice. It's pretty calm as far as an IPA goes. Yeah, it's a little bit piney and kind of earthy, but it's not like punching you in the back of the throat with that sharpness and that bitterness. So
why are your hops so violent?
I don't know why my hops are so violent. Maybe in another life stuff was going on and just trick. I don't want to talk about it. This is for my therapist. But anyway, this is a nice IPA. It's very drinkable as far as an IPA goes. So you know what? I could drink the whole thing of this. Sorry, Jeff.
All right, guys. So the next beer up, guess what it is? It's an IPA. That's right. This is called Trail Guide. It's a 6.7% American-style IPA, and it says that it is hopped with loads of Simcoe and a nice dosing of Mosaic. These are like the most common hop flavors that we get here on the West Coast. It's usually what people are brewing with. Mosaic's probably one of my favorites. I feel like any beer that has Mosaic in it just captures great hop qualities. It's kind of like you can't go wrong kind of hop variety. But anywho, yeah, another clear one. These are not hazies, friends. These are straight up West Coast IPAs. So let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh. Yep. I'm telling you guys, Mosaic, all day, every day. It's good. It tastes like peach, apricot. You get a little bit of citrus in there as well. The Simcoe is creating that piney finish. I will say, this is like a really light, smooth IPA. I mean, 6.7%. I don't know how it tastes so light and smooth, but it does. I do wish that it had a little bit more of a piney finish to it, because it's got a great body. It's got all those delicious flavors, like the citrus flavors and stuff like that, the peach as well. I just want like a crisp, dry, piney finish to it, and it's there. It's just extremely mild. Yeah, that's really the only thing I can say about it. I mean, I'm really grasping at straws here, but I would still drink the shit out of this, and I'm going to.
All right, my next beer up is Resilience, and if you've been keeping up in the beer community and, you know, the Fire Relief Fund, you know that most places are doing this, where all they make their own IPA, their own version of Sierra Nevadas, and then all the proceeds, they go to the relief fund, which is really cool. So apparently their recipe has some lighter malts in it than the other ones in the area. So let's see how this one holds up. Did we try some last night at your place? We tried some last night. So let's see what this one.
But you don't remember, do you?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I might be here. I don't know. Okay, let's try it. I want these glasses to be a little bigger so that I can. Need to be a wine glass. Kind of melony. Soft melony on the aroma.
Who's melony?
I will go home, Jeff. I will go home. citrusy, kind of piney, bitter. It's nice. It's a pretty straightforward IPA. Not getting a bunch of malts, so, but there's a balance on the back end. There's a balance on the back end. It's nice. I like it. Hope Jeff likes it too. Let's see.
I like everything with beer.
Well, yeah.
Well, my dudes, it's time for a dippa. Mia decided to take the big beer. I'm actually quite surprised. But this is called Tactical Boots. This is a double IPA ringing in at 8%. Boy, this place has a lot of IPAs. Holy crap. I'm not complaining, just a little surprised, still a little hungover, but I'm hanging in there. Let's go. Cheers. Alright, so I will tell you, out of all the beers that we've been having today, there haven't been a lot that had a really strong bitterness presence. This definitely has a much more bitter presence to it. Not overwhelming at all, but this is a hoppy IPA. I mean, if you're a hophead, you came to Burgeon, and you don't want those fruity, delicious, amazing hop forward beers that aren't super bitter, this is what I would reach for. Surprisingly does not stick on your palate that long. It's quite a clean finish, but yeah, great bitterness, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of pine. It's like basically a solid West Coast IPA.
The next beer I have up is called Dutchman's Pipe, and it is an Imperial Stout, coming in at 10.3. Moment of silence for my future. All right. God bless. It smells a little boozy. I'm scared, guys. I'm a little scared. There's a little sweetness on the nose, so maybe I'm getting a little excited. Let's go. Oh, that's nice. That's smooth. It's a nice switch up from the IPAs that I've been doing. It's creamy. You're getting a nice, that vanilla beans coming through. Just the smoothness. Oh, this is nice. This is nice for this time of year, even though it's hot outside. I'm glad I chose this one. Yeah, it has some chocolatey notes on the back end. This is just cozy and comforty. Is that a word, comforty? I don't know. We just make up words here on Let's Have Some Beer.
So, fun fact, I'm pretty sure that the people that work here are Star Wars fans. One of the guys has Star Wars tattoos on, and they have a little like dog treat jar of Darth Vader, so pretty cool. Anyways, we're still drinking beer. This is actually the last one that we're going to be drinking today, or reviewing today. This is called Desert Oasis. This is a hazy dippa, and it is 8%. They actually just had a can release of this beer recently, and they sold out. So I'm really glad they still have it on tap. It looks like a freakish juice bomb. I mean, it's thick, it's murky, it looks like fruit juice. It's brewed with Galaxy, Enigma, and Nelson. You guys know me and Galaxy, love me some Galaxy. Nelson is fantastic. I think it might actually brighten up this beer a bit. Enigma, haven't quite had a verdict on that one yet. I don't know how I like it, but apparently this has been received really well, so let's dig in. Cheers. Whoa. Quite resinous and danky, surprisingly. I was thinking this was going to be a juice bomb. It is juicy. It's got tons of pineapple flavor in it. But you know, to be honest with you, I think I have something against Enigma hops. Every time I have a beer with it, I get this weird, like, it almost tastes like electrical wires or like metallic. It's really bizarre. And I swear to you, like every beer I have with Enigma, that's what I get. Now, it could just be my taste buds. Call me crazy. You know, everybody's palate is a little different in some way or another, but that's what I pick up on it. I had the same thing at Mystic Brewing when we went to Boston. They had something with Enigma in it. I don't know what it is, but unfortunately, I mean, this is a decent beer, but that Enigma hops is just, it's standing out so loud from the Nelson and the Galaxy that it makes it kind of hard to enjoy this one, personally. That's a bummer, but you know what? We had a lot of other great beers, so I'm not complaining. Cheers. All right, guys, so me and I have now tried all the beers here at Burgeon, and it's time to tell you which ones our favorites were. Mia, you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, I'll start. My favorite one was the brown ale, and really I chose it because it is just so chocolatey and roasty, and you know, it's the end of the year, so people tend to go toward more darker beers, but it's not super dark like a stout, but it's not light, so it's a nice in-between if you don't want something super heavy. So that's why I went with that.
And it also has a really nice like burnt malt quality to it. I know that sounds bad, but it's good. It just gives you like this organic, delicious like malt presence, and then with the toffee caramel, it sweetens it up. You get like a nice little nutty finish with it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really, really good beer.
It creates a good balance. So, even, like you said, even though it might sound weird, I feel like that's what it does. Yeah. It creates a nice balance in it.
It's funny because, to be honest with you, I figured Mia was gonna pick an IPA just because, you know, she loves IPAs. But in all honesty, I don't take our decisions for our favorite beer like to heart, because like I said, bottle share last night, we were in recovery mode. I'm sure she would probably enjoy an 8% double IPA a lot more had we not had that bottle share.
Sure.
But damn fine beer, good choice.
Yeah, thanks.
For me, it's definitely gonna be an IPA. I will say that Moo Moo Farm, the milk stout on nitro, was exquisite.
That was good.
Absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's just smooth, creamy, delicious. It was like chocolate milk, is what you said, right?
Yeah, that consistency was like chocolate milk, and the nitro didn't take away from the flavor.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't like, oh, this is bland, because sometimes that happens on nitro, where it's like, where's the flavor in it? It's smooth, but where's the flavor? And it didn't. It still tasted very, very good.
Absolutely. And then when it came to all the IPAs, because basically that's everything else.
That was the bulk of it, yeah.
When it came to the IPAs, they were all really great in their own ways. I love that they do both West Coast style and hazy IPAs, and I'm actually surprised. I feel like they kill the West Coast game. Their hazies are good, but their West Coast IPAs are nuts.
West Coast, best coast.
West Coast, best coast. Anyways, the one that I went with should be no surprise. It is San Diego staple. This is their collaboration with Wild Barrel. I told you guys, fucking Fruit Loops, man. Fruit Loops. Freaking delicious.
Toucan. Follow your nose, it always knows.
It's just, this is something, and it is something I'm going to be drinking more of today. It's just, it captures everything that I want in a West Coast beer. It's sweet, it's got a nice clean finish to it, high drinkability, ABV's not crazy nuts. And man, it just takes me back to a better time. So anyways, now that we told you guys what our favorite beers were, we're gonna actually sit here and enjoy them and eat some delicious barbecue. Smoky Jake's, we're gonna go get some Smoky Jake's barbecue, fill our bellies, fill our tummies.
Right, so and, let's have some Smoky Jake's.
Let's have some Smoky Jake's.
So I'm here with Lucia, and she is the
assistant tasting room manager.
That's what she is. So I'm gonna ask her some questions today, see what it's like to be here in the environment at Burgeon. So tell me how long you've been working here.
I've been working here a little over a year. I got hired in October of 2017, so I just celebrated a year here, so yeah, it's awesome.
What's your favorite thing about working here?
Definitely the sense of family, like being in a smaller brewery and having come from a bigger brewery. We're so close-knit and everyone we all get along. We're like brothers and sisters here, and our owners are fantastic, and so just that real big sense of community is just what really makes it very, very fun to come to work. So yeah.
Cool. So what would you say is the draw for people around here, or if they're coming out of town, what's the reason why they should be coming here?
In my opinion, I can't speak for anybody else, I think that the draw here is definitely our quality of beer. We really make some of, like I said, in my opinion, some of the best beer around. But I think what keeps people here and coming back is definitely our staff. Like, we just have such a great staff. Everyone's super friendly. We love our regulars. We love all of our guests, and the beer is just great and wonderful, but just the atmosphere and the environment is just kind of an all-encompassing, great feel. So
yeah, it seems very cozy, very comfortable here. There are dogs about of all different types. There's different age ranges.
Absolutely.
From younger to middle-aged people. So there are different games you can play here.
To old men in suspenders.
Absolutely.
Precious old men in suspenders. Like I had to try not to cry. It was like way too cute. And also just fun-colored hair.
Absolutely, yeah,
here.
for sure.
So where do you guys see yourself going? Because Burgeon it means, to rapidly grow.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
So where do you guys see yourself in the next year, in the next 5 years?
Definitely continuing to grow. We just added another bright tank and our first 60-barrel fermenter, and we just bought our first canning line this year as well. So we are definitely on the up and up, just growing, getting bigger, making better beer, really kind of getting our name out there. So I can't really speak for our owners or anything about what our plans are, but definitely just growing and continuing on the trajectory that we've been on, like just continuing to make great beer and be a fun place to be. So
speaking of your owners,
right.
how would you describe?
Our owners are really fantastic. They all definitely have their own personalities, but when they come together, they just make magic happen, really. I mean, Anthony is this incredible, amazing brewer who just comes up with these awesome recipes and just makes beer that just knocks your socks off. Matt is definitely the marketing genius behind things, like very marketing and business minded. And then Derek is our operations side, that he plumbed everything in our cellar. He runs the canning line. He's the more technical side of things. And they just make a fantastic team when they all come together and they make something really wonderful work. So
do you have any fun memories with any of them collectively, individually? Funny fun, whatever you can muster
Well,
up.
I guess the most recent one, since it's kind of around Christmas, is our employee party. We did a big dinner event and had a white elephant gift, and Derek thought it'd be really, really funny to make his white elephant gift a bag of coal. Literally like charcoal, like regular bag of charcoal. And guess who got that gift? I did.
Oh no.
So he's at the other end of the table, busting up laughing, thinking it's the best thing in the world, and I'm just like, wah wah. And he was like, "Are you going to use that?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "I will. I'll steal it from you." So he stole back his own gift.
Well, that's nice. That also
and it was just such a sweetheart. And I was like, but he just thought it was the funniest thing ever to like get somebody like actual coal. So
like a little bit of a jokester.
Definitely, yeah. But I mean, every day is just fun. So yeah.
Cool. If you had to pick one beer that's on the tap list now, what would you pick as your favorite?
Right now, I'm probably going to say our Kokomo, our Mexican lager. It is really just fantastically delicious. We put it on Friday, and it's so crisp and so clean and easy drinking and delicious. And I'm a big lager fan, so to have something like that on tap, I'm like, yes, like all day. I will drink all day. Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for
absolutely
here and answering some questions. Yeah, now we know some more about Burgeon. So come in, come visit.
Come visit. Come
They're
see
real
me.
nice. Come see puppies. Come see old men.
Yes.
Play games. That sounded weird. I'm done.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it here at Burgeon Beer Company.
We want to thank Lucia for having an interview with us. It was really cool. Had a great time. Lots of puppies, men in suspenders, shuffleboard. So precious.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thank you guys so much for the hospitality. Beers were fantastic. if you guys find yourself in Carlsbad or San Diego area, you definitely got to check these guys out. In fact, hopefully this episode airs on time. They're celebrating their second anniversary, January 19th. They are having a bunch of breweries here. They're gonna have some collab beers. It's gonna turn into a giant beer festival. It's gonna be an awesome time. So hopefully this airs on time and you guys will get to get some tickets. I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. Now, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please make sure that you give us a thumbs up, click the bell so you guys know when a new episode comes out. Please share with your friends. If you guys got buddies that like craft beer, they're getting into craft beer, or maybe they're just looking for cool places to visit, that's what we're here for. Hopefully we can help you share with them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. The more subscribes we get, the more views we get, the more we can make episodes like this one. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeff.
I'm Mia.
And we'll see you again on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.